Now for the 5 free plugins that I feel like you should dabble more into, let's start off with number 1, Hype. Now let's just hear this beat. This is using Fabric XL for the melodies. And I like Hype. Hype is actually free. You may have to download it. I like this because this has more trap sounds, and they also got some piano sounds as well. Now, I would kind of say this is like the nexus of MPC. Now, you ain't got to agree with me. This is just how I perceive it, bro. I'm not saying you need to perceive it like that, but if I really wanted some like trap pure sounds, I'll just probably go to Hype. Now, for the second free stock plugin I like is the stereo width plugin. And I mainly do this for my 808s or like any sounds that have a bit of low end that I want to tame and just have it mono. Because if you have a lot of sounds with a lot of low end, it can get muddy in the mix. And yeah, you can use the EQ to cut it out, but sometimes you still want a bit of that low tone, but you just want it to be focused, so it's good to put those in mono. The way you can do that, let's just solo the strings. So you can hear that bass tone, but you already know this strings is playing in stereo. So let's go to modulation, and let's go to stereo width. So let's hear it in mono first. Okay, so from right here, we can control if we want to put our lows in monos or mids or our highs. Let's just put only the lows. Here's with it off. It makes a subtle difference, but you know, that's what mixing is all about. And especially if you have 808s that is in stereo, you can still have a stereo 808, but just put the lows in mono. And for number 3, gotta give it up to the classic half speed. So this is on a melody that we're on. Let's just put everything together. Let's just see how half speed will sound. And half speed is always good for fast melodies, and even if you just want to try something out, even for an intro or outro. And let's just hear how it will sound. Hard. And the thing about this half speed plugin that I like is that it has presets. I'm telling you guys, I'm a preset guy, man. So I like the filter half speed. That's the second choice I like to do with half speed. And they got a lot more, man. But definitely if you're not using half speed and you make trap or hip hop, man, you're missing out. Now for the 4th one, this is another of my favorite plugins. If I want to spice up my melody, this is my go-to, and this is Air Filter Gate. So let's just get out of the half speed. Go to Air Filter Gate, which is in the EQ. Go right here. And off the back, as soon as you put this on, you're gonna get a whole different sound. And the presets go hard, yo. Now for the 5th free plugin, I'm gonna have to give it to Kill EQ, man. Kill EQ just got the common kind of stuff you're gonna go for when you're trying to filter stuff. At least that's how I like to think about this plugin, because the presets you have, you know, you can kill and boost the lows or boost the mids. So let's just hear the sample. Or just take the lows from a sample. That's what I like to use it for as well. Or let's say your sample has drums in it. So you see it has a bit of low end in it, and it has the drums. Now, it's not gonna take out the drums completely, but here is the difference, bro. It does a good job for me. It really does get the job done, because if you're putting in hard hitting drums behind it, you're not gonna really notice it like that. So lifted by you, 'cause your love is so divine. I know you lifted by you. And I'm also add one more free plugin that I like to use on my melodies or samples, and this just gives it an extra timbre, and that is Air Flavor. Not Air Flavor Pro, just the regular Air Flavor, which I believe comes free. So you just go to the harmonics, and I actually use this over Air Flavor Pro because Air Flavor Pro is kind of like complex looking. So I could just go through like this. And I like this plugin a lot on samples because it just changes the stereo image and the timbre, and you just get this whole new sound that just sounds a lot cleaner.